Hello guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's Alison here again. I wanted to share with you quickly the two best indicators to trade cryptocurrencies. The question I get every now and then is, what indicators do I use? Well, if by now you're not using indicators to try and trade cryptocurrencies, then I think you are making a very, very big mistake. So today I want to share with you the two of my favorite indicators I use to trade cryptocurrencies. Now, everybody's strategy is different, but if you want to trade cryptocurrency, you are going to need to be patient. Okay, patient is something you are going to need. So apart from the indicators, being patient is very, very important. Now, there are two indicators I want to use here. As you can see, I'm in my Bitfinex account. Now, I have chosen Bitfinex because Bitfinex has a lot of advanced features. You can add multiple indicators to Bitfinex. Bitfinex.com, you can just go there and register for a free account, and then you can begin to buy and trade your cryptocurrencies. So this is one of my favorite platforms for manual trading. I also do automatic trading as well with trade bots, the Gunbot, and I will talk about that in some other video. But today, I want to focus on manual trading and how you are going to time those trades. Now, the two indicators I'm talking about here quickly are the Bollinger Bands and the Relative Strength Index, or the RSI. Okay. Now, the Bollinger Band on its own is quite a powerful indicator. It is used to show when trends reverse. For example, if you see this Bollinger Band, it has three lines. This is the top Bollinger, this is the lower Bollinger, and then there's a middle line running through the Bollinger Band, which is just the average of these two prices, top and bottom average. Okay, that's right in the middle. Okay, now this particular band stretches back to let me see, stretches back to even May. This one stretches back to even May. You can see that the 13th of May at the very bottom in white there. You can see my screen in white. And this is today, which is the 12th of October 2017. So what I want you to know is that, let us look at the Bollinger Band first. So let me make this slightly bigger so you know what I'm talking about here. All right. Now, to add the Bollinger Band, if you are completely new to this, let me take them out completely. So I take it off. That's a volume button. Take that one out, and I take that one out. Okay, so this is what you are going to find, this candlesticks pattern. Okay, so you can see the volatility comes down here, comes down here. So how do you know where to buy and where to sell? Now, the Bollinger Band is a very good indicator because you want to buy when the trend reverses, and you also want to buy when the trend reverses. I'll show you what I mean. Now, to add the Bollinger Band, you come to this section here. If you put your mouse over it, it says indicators. Click on it and then look for Bollinger Band. You can either type it in Bollinger, or you can just select from the list. Now, that's the Bollinger Band which we want. Okay, so that's it. So we added the Bollinger Band to the chart. Now, as you can see, and also I like to set this candlestick to 1 day. Now, this is very important because the longer you have your candlestick period, so by 1 day, it means that these candlesticks represents 1 day of trading. Okay, 1 day of trading. Now, some people will say they want to trade with 1 hour, or maybe 1 hour candles, or 3 hour candles, or 6 hour candles. It's good, but you will not get a strong picture of where the market is actually heading. Okay, so if we're to put this at, say, 3 hours, you will see it's going to be a lot more, and I can tell you, you're going to get a lot of false selling signals, because basically for the Bollinger Band, as most of you know, when these candles go head and shoulders over the top Bollinger Band, it is probably time to sell. But on a 3 hour chart, you will see that there is so many of these ones. So how do you know where to sell? Okay, how do you know which point is it okay to sell? Because sometimes when you sell, the market begins, continues to rise in price, and then when you sell here, you are not able to rebuy. Okay, and that is why I like to use the 1 day candlestick period to actually time my trades. Now, for those of you who want to trade intra-hour, even if you put 6 hours, it's still quite decent. You get more solid data, but I prefer to use 1 day candlestick period. So to put the RSI, now I use the RSI, the relative strength index, to actually confirm that it is the right time to actually buy or sell. So like I said, with the Bollinger Band, when this green candlestick goes head and shoulders above the top, it is time to buy. It is time to sell. Okay, and then when this red candlestick comes head and shoulders below this lower band, you know it is time to buy. As you can see here, whenever this band touches the top here, the trend reverses. It starts going down. Okay, and then by the time it comes down here, the downtrend is over. After it touches the bottom, it starts going up again and again and again. It touches the up, it starts to go down again. So that is the general pattern. But when it touches the top, is it actually the right time to buy? The way you check if it's the right time to buy is to add another indicator called the relative strength index, which is RSI. So you put your mouse on here, you click to get this list of indicators out, and inside you type in RSI. Okay, RSI. So if you do this, you would never ever lose a trade again. Now you see on the 6 hour chart, it has crossed. So what happens is when this, let me make it white so you can see the line very well. Styling, I make it thick and I make it white so you can see it very well. Okay, cool. Okay, so as you can see, if it crosses the top, it is time for you to sell. That is the best time to sell. Okay, now this is why I don't like any chart less than 6 1 day candlesticks. So you can see this is like this is not a very good signal, even though it is crossing the 70 mark. And then when it falls below the 30 mark, then you can buy. Okay, so let me make it 1 day, which I prefer. I would advise you to choose 1 day, and then all you have to do, you just have to be patient. That's it. Just be patient and wait for the trend to reverse. So as you can see here, let's do a bit of let's go back historically, and you can see exactly what I mean. So now you can see this bottom bit here. It has started dropping. Let us start from when. This is July. Now we're in July. So each of these represents 1 day of trading. Okay, so as you can see, like I said before, when the candlesticks now fall below the Bollinger Band, it is time for you to buy, because the trend is going to start reversing and start shooting up. So as you can see, after this trend got down here, after the candlestick crossed, it is matched by the RSI going towards the bottom, nearly crossing the 30 mark at the bottom. Okay, because this is a scale of 1 to 100, but then they use the 70 and 30 mark to decide where you buy and then where you sell. So when it touches the bottom 30, it means that we are in an overbought situation. It means that the price is quite cheap, and then oversold. It's oversold. People have been selling, so the price has dropped. And then after, when it touches, chances are it is going to bounce off this bottom and then begin to rise again. It might be a bit erratic, up and down, but the trend is generally up after it touches the bottom. Okay, and then when it crosses the 70, you can see here, it crosses the 70, you can comfortably sell. Okay, comfortably. Now you can also ladder in your trade if you notice that it continues to rise, but I would say don't even bother, because it is still going to come down. Okay, that is why you have to be patient. Okay, so if you apply this technique, you will never lose money trading again, because people lose money from trading because they either the fear of missing out, which usually involve them buying around here. When they see that Bitcoin price is rising, they begin to just buy and buy and buy. When the price is rising, it's not the time for you to buy. It is the time for you to sell. This is the time for you to buy when the prices have actually fell to a very, very low point. Okay, so these are the two indicators which I use to make sure I do not lose any money again trading cryptocurrency. Okay, so they are quite easy to put on, they are quite easy to set. Just come to Bitfinex, open your free account, transfer some cryptocurrency from whatever your other wallets, and then you can apply these bands the way I've put them. You can go and rewind this video and watch it all over again. It is so simple. Okay, so you can then place your trade to sell around here, because once you sell around here, the price is going to come down. Okay, and then give it a couple of days. For example, this was the 1st of September, and then it crashed on the 15th of September, although this was the China news anyway. This was what caused this price to come down. But you know, that is just how these indicators behave. Once it touches the bottom, it begins to go up again. So we are very close right now to the RSI indicator crossing the 70 top mark. It's not quite done so, but you know, I took some profits here. I was able to catch Bitcoin at about 4,900 here yesterday, and I sold, knowing that even if it goes up, excuse me, it's going to come down again for me to repurchase. Okay, so that is how you are able to trade cryptocurrency manually, profitably, if you are patient, using the Bollinger Band and the RSI indicator to actually confirm that it is right to buy at this low point and to sell at this high point. It's just patience. You know, wait for it to drop before you buy, and then wait for it to rise before you sell. And that is how you are able to trade cryptocurrencies profitably. That's what I'm doing. Is working for me. You know, I've learned all this since the last couple of weeks and months, and I thought I share this knowledge with you people, just to try and help out somebody in our community. So I have other ways I trade cryptocurrencies as well. I use a robot to also trade cryptocurrencies in exchanges like Poloniex and Bittrex as well. But this is just for those of you who want to learn how to trade manually. I would say get used to these indicators. You can apply it to any coin pair basically. If you wanted to trade, so this is a Bitcoin indicator, a Bitcoin pair. If you got Litecoin USD, you got Ethereum USD, Neo has been doing quite well, Neo BTC. So you can equally see the same thing will apply to Neo. Let's see if we can bring it this way, just to show you the same thing can apply to Neo. I'm not sure why the period is a bit short. See, it's pretty much the same thing, you know. Let's look at Ethereum USD, which is a very popular one as well. So you can see if we go back, it's still the same trend, right? You go all the way back, you see it touches the bottom, it bounces up, it goes down, and it is this volatility that is how you are going to be able to make your money. Just be patient. This is what we call, you know, you take a long position. It might take a couple of weeks, but you probably make a lot more money than if you start going short and then risking being caught out of the market. You can see it's very clear, you know, very, very clear. It goes down, it comes up, it goes down, it goes up again, it comes down. So just be patient, and this technique would make you a lot of money. Okay, so I've got a couple of links below this video if you want to have a look at other things I do. You know, links to how you're going to be able to buy your first cryptocurrency will be down there. If you want a hardware wallet to store your cryptocurrencies, it will be down there. You know, a link to the bot I used for trading. You can send me a message, and if you put 247 income, I will be able to get you, just leave a comment for me. I will be able to get you a 10% discount on the bot if you want to equally use the bot to trade. But I hope this has helped you guys out, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. I will have all the relevant links at the bottom for more information about other things I do online and how we are able to you know, make income and take advantage of this amazing opportunity presented by cryptocurrency. So if you have any comments, I would love to hear it. If you want to know when I get these videos out, you want to subscribe and equally click that bell button there so you get notifications whenever I release these videos. I may not have been perfect, but I just wanted to share something valuable with you people. Okay, so till my next video, take care. I'm out of here.